And the US president claims his administration is talking to the right people in Iran, adding that Tehran wants to make a deal. But there is absolute silence coming in from Iran on any such talks that are taking place. Iran denies any talks, saying that it will let non-hostile oil vessels go through the crucial Strait of Hormuz. Obviously, US and Israeli flagged vessels will not get a pass, or anyone associated with them or allied to them as well. US has reportedly sent a 15-point peace plan to Tehran. President Trump says he remains optimistic for a deal, even claiming that the US has achieved regime change in Iran.
I hate to say it, but we killed all their leadership, and then they met to choose new leaders, and we killed all of them. And now we have a new group, and we can easily do that, but let's see how they turn out. We have really regime change. You know, this is a change in the regime because the leaders are all very different than the ones that we started off with that created all those problems. So this was, I think we can say, Jason, this is regime change, right?
He also claimed that US has received a significant present from the new leadership in Iran. Trump said that the gift is related to oil and gas and it is worth a lot of money.
Because they're going to make a deal. They're going to make a deal. They did something yesterday that was amazing, actually. They gave us a present, and the present arrived today. And it was a very big present worth a tremendous amount of money. And I'm not going to tell you what that present is, but it was a very significant prize. And they gave it to us, and they said they were going to give it. So that meant one thing to me: we're dealing with the right people.
He did not explain further, but suggested that it was related to the Strait of Hormuz, which Iran has largely blockaded in retaliation for the US and Israeli strikes, sending global energy prices soaring. Iran shortly afterwards assured self-passage to the non-hostile vessels through the strait. In a message circulated by the International Maritime Organization, Iran made it clear that vessels linked to the US, Israel, or their allies will be blocked. Iran has already in recent days said that it was not targeting friendly nations. The New York Times, quoting unnamed officials, said that US has sent a 15-point plan to Iran through mediators, including Pakistan. Israel's Channel 12 reported that Trump is proposing a one-month ceasefire to discuss a proposal that would include handing over Iran's enriched uranium and banning further enrichment. Iran would also ensure safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, mind you, the Strait of Hormuz was never a problem before the February 28th start of this current war. Now, the Israeli report said that Iran, in turn, would see an end to all sanctions. It will also receive assistance in developing civil nuclear energy at Bushehr. The reported new proposal would keep in place the Islamic Republic, despite earlier vows of regime change by Trump and especially Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. Despite Trump's stated hopes for diplomacy, the United States is reportedly planning to send 3,000 soldiers from the elite 82nd Airborne Division to the region. It is not clear, though, when or where they are going to be deployed. This as President Trump's approval rating fell in recent days to its lowest point, as I mentioned earlier. The latest Reuters Ipsos poll showed only 36% of Americans approve of Trump's job performance, which is down from 40% last week. And earlier in the day, I spoke with Giorgio Cafiero. He is a professor at Georgetown University and CEO of Gulf State Analytics. He understands the Gulf region and the implications of the ongoing actions. Here's how he assesses the situation. Listen in.
This is really one of the main reasons why I'm so pessimistic about some sort of a new agreement. This is why I do not see this supposed diplomatic engagement via Pakistan really going anywhere. The Iranian perspective is that there is no reason to think that anything good for Tehran comes out of talks with the United States. As a consequence of Trump tearing up the JCPOA, basically, back in May 2018, despite Iran's compliance, then the fact that the United States greenlit the Israeli strikes on Iran in June 2025 when the talks were going on in Muscat and Rome, and then given everything that happened at the end of last month, the Iranian view is when we talk to the Americans, we get bombed. And therefore, I think, the United States, especially with Trump in the Oval Office, is seen as a bad faith actor and a country that can't be trusted. And I just fail to understand what Iran could think that there is to gain long term from diplomatic engagement with the Trump administration.